Leth, we may be about to go to bed, or she may stay with us a bit longer. We'll see how we go. But colleagues, our first hour is done. Are you all well? Are you doing well? Are you fantastic? Are we good? Woo, 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 woo. Let's go for it. And look, my next favourite person who I've met through this process, colleagues, is Harpreet Kaur. Now, I met her through organising this gig, so I'm so thrilled to be able to introduce her now. Harpreet is a woman of our time. She's a web developer, a programmer and a researcher, and she's taught computer science, which is tremendous, but she's also been active in Aotearoa, New Zealand in app development and event management. But she's speaking to us today on a really crucial topic. And I know there's a lot of people that are wanting to hear the recording of this if they can't get here today because this topic is so meaningful. She's exploring understanding the transition to sustainable agriculture in rural Punjab, India. Now, Harpreet, I'm thrilled to hear this. Sustainable architecture is everything. Good luck, my love. Let's go for it. Oh, demute, darling. Yep.
Thank you very much, Professor Tara. Thank you very much for this. So I will share my screen. So we are, and this is it. Uh, yeah. So I hope you are looking at my screen.
We got you.
Yes.
We got you, darling.
Yeah. So, okay. First, I just do this thing because I can't see anybody of you. Okay. So, Kia ora and Sashrikal, everyone. The research I'm going to present today, titled Understanding the Transition to Sustainable Agriculture in Rural Punjab, India, is part of my master thesis I'm conducting with Massey University at Palmerston North. Before I present the topic ahead, I would like to give a little bit background of why I select this research topic, background of it. I born and raised in Punjab in a farming family. I moved to New Zealand in 2017, and in these 8 years, New Zealand taught me a lot. And with the gained skills, I want to contribute to the development of my region, my farming community. And this is my first step forward to that space. Punjab geographically is just 1.53% of the total geographical space of India, but it contributes 45 to 47% of total wheat and total rice procurement to the national pool. And this huge contribution was made possible with the introduction of Green Revolution practices in Punjab in mid-1960s for growing high-yielding wheat and rice varieties. India was struggling to be self-sufficient in food production after independence, and Punjab was strategically chosen because of the favorable, stable weather and climatic conditions, good soil quality, water resources, and large proportion of the large land holders. So Punjab farmers adopted these practices and contributed in making India a food secure nation. Since then, with the Punjab state government set up also providing the minimum support prices of growing rice and wheat, this growing rice and wheat only became the first and the only preference of some farmers in Punjab. Almost 85% or towards 90% are just growing wheat and rice since the introduction of it in mid-1960s. This chart shows that. So you can see in 1960, paddy, the first bar, paddy was not even grown in Punjab in 1960s, just like 5% contributing the crop share. And then other crops were putting the rest of the share. But since the introduction, first with the wheat and then with the rice, now 85% coming to 2022, 85% of the share is just wheat and rice, and the other crops dropping significantly. This impacted the crop diversification of Punjab. But not only that, it impacted the adverse impact on soil health. Overuse of pesticides and fertilizers has worsened the soil health and introduces the compaction, heartpen formation, and with water resources, because it's water intensive agriculture practices, around 76% of the water blocks of Punjab is overexploited, the red blocks on this chart. And then degrading air quality. How is that? because the residue after growing paddy is burned openly to grow the next crop. There is not much gap left for the residue management. But if there is a gap, some people are using the technology, but this is the easiest and the cheapest way to go to the next cycle. This one, when I was in India doing my field work, this season was going the burning period, and it was very hard to breathe, even inside the house. So, what is the way forward? State government and central government are promoting, even the global organizations are promoting to transition to sustainable agriculture. FAO defines sustainable agriculture as to be sustainable. Agriculture must meet the needs of present and future generations while ensuring profitability, environmental health, and social and economic equity. FAO calculate how the sustainable agriculture is in the country using this 11 indicators, 3 for economic, 5 for environmental, and 3 again for social. In this presentation, I will be covering the 5 environmental aspect recommendation in the context of Punjab to for the soil health, for the water, for the use of fertilizers and pesticides, and biodiversity supportive practices. For these are the 4 recommendations made by the state government, central government, and the research units in Punjab. To understand, that's my research, to understand what is the farmer take on it, what's the experts take on these recommended practices to transition given the situation Punjab is currently facing. I met with 50 farmers spread across 15 villages and 8 experts, 3 from NGOs, 2 research scientists from Punjab Agriculture University, and some from government institutes. This is me going there, doing the field work. I just came back in January and completed it. I'm doing the analysis of the findings, and I will be presenting the initial findings of my analysis. So, on the crop residue management, experts say we provide subsidies on machinery, people on the crop residue machinery, the technology, and so farmers can use that machinery. We do awareness and demo camps. We show how these machines can be used. But the farmers take on it. We don't need subsidies on machinery. Every year, you generate new machinery, you develop new machinery, you give the subsidies, and that machinery does not even reach to us, to small and medium landholders. Only large landholders are capable of getting that subsidies with all the documents, with all the requirements. It doesn't reach to us. And even it does reach to us, the diesel cost to use that machinery is 20,000 per acre increase for us. And we are not generating enough money to support that. Our rent are so high, lease rates are so high. So do not give us subsidies on machinery. Just give the machinery to some central area to the village where we can go and get it. But give us a subsidy on diesel because that's costing us a lot to use this machinery. And with the awareness and demo camps, that's now the internal conflicts in the villages. They are politically divided. Some support other parties, some support other parties. So if one organization are organizing this camp, the other side of the village doesn't come and doesn't get the information. So we need to take that part also in when planning. Second, for water resources, government is promoting and research is promoting direct seeded rice, and they are then giving subsidies on it, and then they are doing the camps on it. Some tried and failed, and farmers suggested to me that we are concerned for water levels. We are here to apply these techniques they are promoting, but they come here, they said to us, okay, do this, we do. But if we don't succeed, and there are things like farmers tried and they didn't succeed, but who is paying us? We are on a season to season income. Like if you take our demo farms, ensure that, okay, this much you are earning from, suppose 40,000 per acre from this growing this crop, we will give you 40,000 if that crop fail. We are why will not do this? Okay, but you are giving us like not even 10% of it, just 1,500 rupees to try this. Why will do that? Need-based application of fertilizer and pesticide, judicious use. For that, expert says do the soil testing, follow the leaf charts, follow the economic threshold, have the tensiometer, and they show these 3 technologies to me. But farmers said these technologies never reaches to them. These are the buzzwords for them. They never heard of it. So, and with the soil test, they say we don't first youth is migrating. We all see in news from Punjab specifically. They are lacking human resources. They are lacking time to go to the labs. Labs are not nearby. They are very far away. And then reports doesn't come. So the one suggestion from farmers are you officers sitting in the offices in the labs, adopt our village, come one trip, conduct, get the samples, and then give us a report by WhatsApp if we don't use emails. So that's their suggestion. On crop diversification, experts say to diversify the crop, like Punjab is just growing 85% wheat and rice, only just 15% on other crops, and it would generate more income. And they guide on having a small to medium model farm, like what can be grown, and so that naturally we can satisfy the need of fertilizers and going giving the chemical fertilizers. But this transition would take 3 years. And presently, research is more focused on wheat and rice because one of the PAU researchers said to me that 85% is growing wheat and rice. So we will get more fund for doing the research on that, not on the other crops. So farmers are like, we want to try, we want to diversify, but the seeds they are giving to us doesn't even work. And researchers agree that they don't have time to do more testing on it. And for the 3 year transition time, who will pay to farmers? And on one side, we are saying diversify the crop, grow, but where are the market? Where are the market to sell it? One of the farmer grow chilies as per advice to him, according to his soil properties. He grows, but then nobody bought it where he went. They were like going to malls, getting things from there, but he just sit there for 2 days and nobody bought chilies from him, and then he has to just throw them away or give to a religious place to use for free. So there need to be a setup. I with all these findings on environmental would like to conclude with one of the farmer group said to me they are aware of the impact on environment, human and animal health. These experts come to us sitting on top, say, do this, do that. We are willing to do. We want to do. Our kids are eating the same food. Our animals are eating poisoned fodder grown with chemicals. To transition, our advice to first start with dividing the area on the basis of crop can be grown here, available nearby market to buy the produce with assured guaranteed minimum support price and meet the national food security needs. Conduct test of products for pesticide residues and give the premium price where found less. Why we take risk for quality if we don't get paid for quality? If the current system really want farmers to be involved in the needed transition, do reach out to us with action plans, not just for blaming and document taking. If our present needs are served, why we will not contribute? Thank you.
Oh, Harpreet, that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. And what you've captured there is the consequence of a blame culture. If one is interested in sustainability, it's again about the public good rather than shifting blame. So I think you've handled that brilliantly. Can you stay with us for a question time in about half an hour? That's great. You've changed our lives there. That is superb. So thank you, my love.